Cardiovascular Anatomy Part 2. Heart. Location of the heart. Heart is positioned obliquely in the middle mediastinum between the lungs. What does it mean? Means heart is present between the two lungs in the middle mediastinum and it is positioned obliquely. Obliquely means it is slightly tilted toward the left. Orientation. The heart is tilted. Tilted is same as oblique with the apex pointing downward and to the left. What is apex? Apex is basically the downward pointed portion of the heart is called apex, and it is present downward and it is slightly toward the left. You can see in the picture that the upward portion, which is slightly horizontal, that is called the base, and that base is directed upward. You can see in the picture that is upward and that is slightly backward. This picture shows the external and internal anatomy of the heart plus the heart wall. So let's revise the external anatomy of the heart and internal anatomy of the heart as we have discussed it in the previous video. External anatomy of the heart. So in external anatomy of the heart, basically we will discuss the layers that are present in the heart. If we talk about the outermost membrane which is surrounding the heart, which is a double membrane structure called the pericardium, then the pericardium has basically two layers. As you can see, you have to focus on the picture. You can see the outermost layer which is fibrous layer, and then beneath the fibrous layer there is a serous pericardium, right? So outermost layer of the pericardium is fibrous pericardium and inner layer of the pericardium is serous pericardium. So these two basically layers make up the whole structure of the outer pericardium. If you see the serous pericardium is basically further divided into two layers. Further subdivided into two layers, that is, outer, which is present just beneath the fibrous pericardium, is basically parietal pericardium, and the inner layer of the serous pericardium is visceral pericardium, and the visceral pericardium, which is also known as epicardium. Now, if you see the innermost layer of the heart, basically, which is lining the we can say the walls, the internal chamber of the heart, is basically endocardium. Then there is a middle layer called myocardium. Myocardium, which is a muscular layer. You can see myocardium is thick muscular layer. So this layer is basically responsible for the contraction of the heart. The heart contracts and relaxes only due to this layer. Then the outermost layer of the heart, that is epicardium, which is also known as the visceral pericardium as well. There is also a pericardial sac. Basically, there is a pericardial cavity, you can say, which is filled with the pericardial fluid, and this cavity is present between the serous pericardium's two layers, that is parietal pericardium and visceral pericardium. Then moving on towards the internal anatomy of the heart. Basically, the internal anatomy of the heart, in this we study the chambers. The internal anatomy of the heart include the heart chambers. As we know that heart has four chambers. The upper right called the right atrium and the upper left is called left atrium. The lower right is called the right ventricle and the lower left is called left ventricle. These four chambers are present in the heart. Then moving on towards the heart walls, which are also included in the internal anatomy of the heart. Human heart has basically four walls. The valve that is present between the right atrium and the right ventricle is basically the tricuspid valve that is present in between the right atrium and right ventricle. Then the valve that is present between the left atrium and the left ventricle is basically bicuspid valve, which we can say that is also called as mitral valve. The valve that is present between the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery is called the pulmonary valve, and the valve that is present between the left ventricle and the aorta is called aortic valve. Conducting system of the heart. Conducting system of the heart includes the components that generate and transmit the electrical impulse and that cause the heart muscle to contract in a coordinated manner. Means heart के वो components जो कि electrical impulse को generate करते हैं and then उसको transmit करते हैं throughout the heart ताकि heart क्या कर सके for the contraction of the heart. Now let's move on. What are that components? So that components are SC node, number 2 AV node, bundle of his and Purkinje fiber. Let's discuss one by one. SC node. SC node is also called the pacemaker of the heart and it is located in the right atrium. SC node को हम pacemaker बोलते हैं. क्यों? It is called pacemaker because it continuously generates the electrical impulse for the contraction of the heart and it basically sets the normal rhythm. It is called the pacemaker of the heart. And where does it located? SC node is present in the right atrium. As you can see in the picture, it is present at the top of the right atrium. Now let's move on toward the AV node. AV node is present at atrioventricular junction. That's why it is also called AV node. So when the electrical impulse move from SC node to AV node, so there is a slight delay on the AV node. Then we have bundle of his. Bundle of his is basically divided into the right bundle branches and left bundle branches. As you can see in the picture, the atrioventricular node is divided into the bundle of his, which is right bundle of his and left bundle branches. So these transmit bundle of his basically it transmits the impulses from AV node to the ventricles. Then we have Purkinje fiber. Basically Purkinje fibers have different small branches which are basically present in the muscles of the ventricles. So we can say that Purkinje fiber distribute the electrical impulses throughout the ventricular muscles and cause the ventricles to contract. Now SC node. SC node क्या करता है? Basically from where the electrical impulse generates. So basically SC node is the thing where electrical impulse basically generate. This is the place where electrical impulse generate and transmitted towards the AV node. Then we have AV node. AV node simply receive the electrical signal from SC node and pass it towards the ventricle, but there is a slight delay as we have discussed earlier. Then we have bundle of his and Purkinje fiber. Simply the same. The bundle of his and Purkinje fiber spread the signal throughout the ventricle and it ensure a coordinated contraction. Coronary circulation. Coronary circulation basically supplies the blood to the muscles of the heart. It may be oxygenated blood and it may be deoxygenated blood. So basically the coronary circulation includes the coronary arteries as well as the cardiac veins. So coronary arteries basically there are two coronary arteries, that is right coronary artery and left coronary artery, which supplies the oxygenated blood to the muscles of the heart. The right coronary artery supplies the right side of the heart and the left coronary artery supplies the left side of the heart. But the left coronary artery is further subdivided into two, that is left anterior descending artery and circumflex artery. As you can see in the picture that left coronary artery is divided into two, that is left anterior descending artery and circumflex artery. Then we have cardiac veins. Cardiac veins basically they carry the deoxygenated blood from the muscles of the heart back to the right atrium via the coronary sinus. Human heart is basically there's two cardiac veins, that is small cardiac veins on the right side of the heart and great cardiac veins which is present on the left side of the heart. You can see in the picture. Coronary artery dominance. Coronary artery dominance is basically defined as the artery from which posterior descending artery arises and mainly supplies the myocardial inferior wall. कोरोनरी आर्टरी डोमिनेंस होती है बेसिकली हम किस स्पेस पे हम इसको डिसाइड करते हैं, हम इस स्पेस पे डिसाइड करते हैं कि पोस्टीरियर डिसेंडिंग आर्टरी जो है वो हमारी जो मेन दो आर्टरीज हैं राइट कोरोनरी आर्टरी और लेफ्ट सर्कमफ्लेक्स आर्टरी, इन दोनों में से कौन सी आर्टरी से अराइज हुई है. अगर हमारे पास पोस्टीरियर डिसेंडिंग आर्टरी अराइज होती है फ्रॉम राइट कोरोनरी आर्टरी तो उसको हम बोलेंगे राइट डोमिनेंट, और अगर पोस्टीरियर डिसेंडिंग आर्टरी अराइज होती है फ्रॉम सर्कमफ्लेक्स आर्टरी तो कोरोनरी सर्कुलेशन को हम बोलेंगे लेफ्ट डोमिनेंट. और अगर पोस्टीरियर डिसेंडिंग आर्टरी सप्लाइड होती है बोथ राइट कोरोनरी आर्टरी से भी और लेफ्ट सर्कमफ्लेक्स आर्टरी से भी तो उस सर्कुलेशन को हम बोलेंगे कोडोमिनेंट. सो if the posterior interventricular artery is supplied or arises from right coronary artery, then the coronary circulation is known as right dominant. And if the posterior descending artery is supplied or arises from the circumflex artery, then it is known as left dominant. And if the posterior descending artery is supplied by both right coronary artery and left circumflex artery, it is known as codominant. Vessel entering into the heart. Let's discuss one by one. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava which carry the deoxygenated blood from upper parts of the body, and inferior vena cava which carry the deoxygenated blood from lower parts of the body, and both of these drain into the right atrium. Then there is a pulmonary artery which carry the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs, and there is a pulmonary veins basically which carry the oxygenated blood from lungs into the left atrium, and there is an aorta basically which carry the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all of the body.